Hi, I'm Mark Harling with BeanThere, and this is Brigham, and we're here in beautiful Moab, Utah for a suspension comparison. Some of you may be wondering what the difference is between the custom suspension on Beanstalk X and the standard Timbren suspension on Beanstalk 2.0, and we're here to show you those differences.
Okay, so yeah, we're in the Moab area. We've got a couple really cool locations that we've got planned here. We've got a bunch of different terrains that we kind of want to show you guys, bouncing back and forth between the two trailers. We're going to have some chunky rock sections, some flowy sections, a little bit of more high-speed stuff. Essentially just allow you guys to see the differences between them. So we've got two Beanstalks here. One is going to be utilizing the air suspension, the other with the Timbren. And we've aired all the tires down to 30 PSI just to give us a good constant baseline for the testing. So as you guys review the clips, you guys can see which one does better in which scenario. So we're a little bit in more of like a flowy section. We've got some more high-speed roads here. These are going to be desert roads that are running through washes. There could be small sections where we've got some chunky stuff, but for the most part, you're just going to be able to see how the suspensions do in a little bit higher speed terrain. Okay guys, we've done a bunch of trail here, a bunch of chunky stuff, some smooth stuff, but Mark for the most part was kind of behind both the trailers, so he got to have a good look at what things looked like. So let us know what you thought.
My thoughts are that I love my job. I love being able to come out in beautiful areas like this and test bean. On a more serious thought, I learned that what I already knew, that both the X suspension and the Timbren suspension are going to go anywhere your vehicle can go. Now, the X suspension is going to get there a heck of a lot smoother. There was a significant amount of bouncing over terrain on the Timbren suspension, and I don't think I ever saw the X suspension leave the ground on any of the obstacles.
Yeah, I think that is really one of the biggest differences. If you're going more slower speed on chunky stuff or whatever, it's not gonna matter too much, right? But as speed increases, the cloud suspension on X just stays so planted where the Timbren just gets a little crazy. So
it was pretty clear to me that the X suspension, if you're on this kind of terrain, and not everybody is on this kind of terrain, but if you're on this kind of terrain, the X suspension is going to be a lot easier on your gear and on your trailer.
Brigham, what are we doing here?
Just doing some fun suspension testing.
We're testing it. So we got BeanStock X and BeanStock up there. Gonna do some suspension testing on this big berm.
Hi, we just finished testing the last couple days the suspension on BeanStock and BeanStock X. What'd you think?
Thought it was really good. Obviously, both suspensions are super capable. I mean, we've had the Timbren on trails like Poison Spider, Hell's Revenge, Mojave Road. You know, that suspension system can take you wherever you want to go. I think the biggest difference that we kind of got to see today is how they both respond on terrain. I think for users that are gonna be on more, you know, chunky terrain or technical terrain, or that want to be able to go a little bit quicker, I think obviously the air suspension is just going to absorb those micro vibrations and harsher events better. But both did really well today.
Yeah, I think the air suspension on X is going to be obviously easier on your gear and on your trailer, but man, if the vehicle goes, both of these trailers with either one of these suspensions is going to follow.
For sure.
So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching and leave your comments below.